Hi everyone! As we all know, there's so many ways to save money on dolls' clothes, and one way is to get some good quality clothes at an amazing price for our dolls, preemie or newborn clothes section that are on sale. And all we need is a little skill and a little time to alter them. So here are the preemie onesie size that I got from Carter's. They came in a pack of 5 pieces, and the pattern and print are so cute, and the finishing is just perfect. The price worked out to be about $2.50 for one shirt. They fit our dolls perfectly, so all we have to do is cut the length and hem them up to make them into t-shirts for our dolls. And I will be sharing with you a few ways of hemming these shirts for our dolls. So today we'll be using a sewing machine serger, hand sewing needle and thread, scissors, tape measure, chalk, and pins. So these preemie size fit our dolls really well. They have the same across shoulder, same sleeve opening, and same bodice. Let's start by cutting off the hem. One way is to use our existing doll shirt and determine the length we like. The other way is to measure our doll's highest point of shoulder. That means we can start measuring from our doll's shoulder seam at her neck. Normally, I would do around 6 inches. So for this coral shirt, I start by marking a length and fold it in half and cut it across with a slightly curved line. So it's a little bit longer in the middle and a tiny bit shorter at the side seams. Then I can open it up, measure, and make sure the side seams are the same. In some cases, we can make the back to be a little bit longer than the front. And for the shirt here, if you don't know how to sew or choose not to, we just cut it off and leave it the way it is. Knit fabric structure is really nice in a way that it will not ravel, so we can just leave it. For our next one, we will be using the serger and turn it up, so we will cut it a little bit longer, with about ½ inch seam allowance. Again, for the next one, we will be using a hand sewing needle, so we also leave ½ inch seam allowance as well. And we can use the dye to match thread to the background of the fabric color. Pull the thread through the hole and make a knot. Then we can use some pins and turn the hem up by ½ inch and pin it all around. We will start sewing at the inside side seam and sew it a few times just to secure it. Then start the stitch length from the inside by about ½ inch and just grab a tiny bit of stitch length from the outer hem. So we minimize the stitch length from the outside as much as possible. And just keep sewing a few stitches and pull the thread through. Once the thread's being pulled through, stretch the hem to the max and leave the tension the way it is. As you notice, there are some loops visible from the inside, but it is okay. This will allow the stretchability once the shirt's being pulled through the doll's body. And once we reach towards the end, we just sew a few times to secure the thread and we're done. For the rolled serge hem option, you can revert to the hem menu from the serger and adjust it accordingly and just serge it around, and that's it. For the regular hemming way, we can start by serging the hem around. And so if you know how to use the sewing machine, then it's easy just to sew it around. But here's the only one trick that I like to share with you is while you step on the pedal to sew, make sure to lift the knee control bar to lift up the pressure foot for a little tiny bit. This way the thread tension will be looser and allow some stretchability when putting the shirt on, and the thread won't break. And so you can pin the hem up by 1/2 inch all around and start sewing with the trick that I show you. So that's it. I have a raw edge, no sew edge, a little rolled up edge using the serger, the hand sewing needle finishing. It looks amazing from the outside. And these two, I just serge it and do a regular sewing stitch using the sewing machine. So I hope I can share with you some little tricks through my sewing experience. Hope you have fun sewing stuff for your dolls. Thank you again for watching. Please give your thumbs up and subscribe. See you soon.